Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you to Thursday training. For those of you who are brand new to our Profit-preneur Circle group, welcome. You are in exceptional company with hundreds of driven entrepreneurs who are serious about creating a business and life of their choosing. And every single Thursday, what we do is we bring you a live free training on all different types of subjects that are working right now to help you grow and scale your business to 7 figures and beyond without pulling your hair out. So for those of you who don't know me or are new to the group, my name is Kelly O'Neill. I'm a brand marketing and profit strategist, and I work with entrepreneurs to help you to not only position your business to stand out from the crowd, but also to attract millionaire clients, which is one of my specialties. And today, I am bringing on one of my vendors, Troy Howard. He is the co-founder of a company called SoTellUs, and we are going to be talking all about the absolute critical nature, whether it is online or whether it is offline, of social proof. And he's going to be revealing to you 7 strategies on how to increase your revenue and your profit in your business through reviews and referrals. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me today, Kelly.
I am thrilled to have you here. So guys, so first of all, as you jump on, introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from. Let us know what kind of business that you have. And also, let us know if you already have an active review and social proof program, because I'm going to be looking at the comments as we go through this information while I drink my coffee and my green juice at the same time, and let Troy take it away. So fantastic, and I see we've got people on here. Troy, they're excited for this. We've got Kay Howard from Denmark on the line right now, as well as a lot of other people who are here to learn your magic. So let's hit it.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much for having me, and I love talking about social proof, reviews, and referrals, because that's like 3 of the biggest things that help our business grow. So we're just going to kind of run through this, a little bit about myself, just so people can get to know me. So basically, and I think it was in kind of the little blurb about us, but we manage the reputation and marketing for over 2,500 businesses in 22 different countries. So, this is what we do, and we've been doing it for about 20 years, and we've generated over 100,000 reviews for our clients in just the past 2 years. So we're really, really good at what we do, and we've produced over $150 million in revenue for our clients as well. So that's me from a business perspective. From a personal perspective, I'm married. I've got 3 kids. So my oldest is Michaela. She's 17 years old. And then I have a son, Parker, who in a week is going to turn 14. And then my baby is Brinley, and she is 10 years old. So that's kind of me on a personal level, and that's how most people know me. So
perfect.
If you guys don't, go ahead.
No, you're good. Keep going.
All right. So if you don't mind, I want to tell you guys a little story about my son, Parker. So Parker is like the serial entrepreneur. He's just turning 14 years old, but even from a very, very young age, he wanted to be an entrepreneur. In fact, his favorite TV show is Shark Tank. He loves watching Shark Tank. And one of his favorite sharks on Shark Tank was a guy named Kevin Harrington. And he was one of the originals.
Kevin is a friend of mine. Yes.
Yeah.
Love Kevin.
Excellent. Yeah, Kevin's a great guy, and he's one of the original sharks on Shark Tank. And if you don't know who he is, for those of the audience who don't know, he is basically the father of the infomercial. He just designed and basically started the first infomercial, and he's done over $4 billion in sales worldwide. So this is a guy who really knows how to sell. And probably like you, Kelly, and myself, I've actually been able to speak on the same stage as Kevin multiple times and spend some time with him. In fact, the first time I ever met Kevin, I was talking to him and I said, oh, yeah, by the way, my son is a huge fan of the stuff you've done, and especially Shark Tank. And he's like, really? He's like, oh, man, thank you so much. He goes, you know what? Pull out your phone real quick. So I pull out my phone, and he shot a video like right there on my phone, for my son.
Kevin's so sweet.
Oh, yeah, it was so nice. My son was so excited. Out of the blue, he gets this video from Kevin Harrington, telling him to, keep trudging along and do the entrepreneurial thing. So really, really good guy. But one of the things that I love about Kevin is he knows how to sell, right? And when it comes to business, we've got to sell. That's the whole thing. Like if we don't make sales, we're not in business anymore. And so I sat down with him and we were talking one day and I was like, Kevin, like, what's the secret, to selling? And it was really interesting. He told me that when it comes to doing like the infomercials that he does, before he even shoots the infomercial, he'll actually go out, he'll send a film crew out and he'll shoot 100 video testimonials of whatever product he's going to be, putting in this infomercial. So he has all this social proof, ahead of time, and then he'll take about 65 of those video testimonials and he'll interlace them throughout the infomercial that he's doing. So it's just these little snippets of social proof all throughout, the infomercial, showing people that other people say this is a great product. And he says on average, it costs him about $250,000 to do this, to put this all together. But it's absolutely worth it because, he's, I think on one of his best products, he generated like $500 million in sales just off one product. So, but that's what he said. He goes, really, the secret to sales is social proof because nobody cares what you say about your product. Everybody cares what everybody else says about your product. And I think that that's where we need to go when, especially small businesses, we don't realize that in the beginning, that really it's about getting our customers to talk versus us talk about what our services are. And so that's one of the biggest things I learned from him was the concept of that social proof should be integrated and interlaced in all of our marketing.
100%. And especially I will say, because I know that we have a lot of, a lot of coaches and consultants and healers on, that are in our group. And it is so critical. Like it is not even optional in today's marketplace for us not to have social proof about our products, programs, and services. Because I will tell you, like the number one objection that I get in the sales process or my team gets in the sales process is, especially for people who are new to me, because if they already know me, then they already have an experience and they know that I'm not like, I'm very blunt, as you know. So I'm not one of those like charlatan coaches that, doesn't provide value. But they don't know that. And they're definitely not going to take my word because a lot of people have been so burned by other business consultants or business coaches in growing their business that if you don't have social proof, you're dead in the water. Like you have to have your clients talking about you.
Yes, exactly. And there's many forms of social proof, but one of the most powerful ones is, basically that customer review, that them talking about their experience with you. And the reason why is because 88% of people actually consider a review as good as getting a personal recommendation from a friend. So like Kelly, when one of your clients refers one of their friends to you, what are the odds that you're going to close them as a consulting client?
It's significantly better.
Yeah, exactly.
Like significantly.
9 out of 10 times you'll close them, right? And so that's like one of the very best, obviously, forms of marketing is a referral from somebody else because it has such a high close rate. Well, a review is right behind that at 88%. It's almost as good because people actually feel like it is a referral. The other thing I love about reviews is another study that was done by Moz was that 9 out of 10 people will spend more money to ensure a superior experience. So if you can prove to your potential client ahead of time that they're going to have an amazing experience with you, you can charge more money for your services, which means more money into your bottom line. And that's really, really important. How do you prove to them before you even talk about price that the experience is going to be amazing? Well, you do that by sharing your other clients' experiences so that they're just sold.
Yep.
And then when it comes to price, they go, whatever it is, I'll pay it. I want it. Right. So
especially with, we just finished up the Marketing to Millionaires Intensive. You guys don't forget, we've got another one scheduled for September 11th. So mark your calendars. But we talked about this very specifically, which is exactly why I wanted to have you on right now, is because Your affluent clients they're mostly going to come from referrals. And like you said, those reviews and that social proof, they will go online and they will look because they want to make sure that you are the real deal. And it has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with they don't want to waste their time. So they want to make sure that it's the experience that they're looking for. So this is so critical, which is why I had Troy on right now.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you said that because there's actually a statistic around what you just said. So 70% of consumers will go online and research a business before they'll even pick up the phone and call you. Mm-hmm. So 70% of those people are going to be looking online and seeing what everyone else is saying about you, and they're most likely going to make that buying decision or almost completely be to the point of buying decision before they even talk to you based on what other people are going to say. So it's so important to be able to control social proof and what's out there. So if, I always love this. People ask me, they say, well, if social proof, and like reviews is such a great way to market, why isn't everybody doing it? Well, first and foremost, getting your clients to actually give a review can be pretty hard. How many times have you asked a client, they'll say to your face, oh my gosh, you're absolutely amazing. You've changed my business. You've changed my life. And then you say, hey, would you do a review for me? Or, do a video testimonial of that? And whoop, nothing. It's like they fall off the face of the earth, right? So getting them to do it can be pretty hard. That's one of the first challenges. The next one is if you actually get a review, how do you actually make sure that people see that review? I was talking to a guy the other day about his business. I said, well, what do you do with your reviews? What's your strategy? And he says, oh, well, what's your marketing strategy with them? And he goes, well, they're on Yelp. And I'm like, but what's your marketing strategy? And he's like, well, they're on Yelp. And I go, okay, let me just make sure I understand your strategy here. Your strategy is the person is going to go online. They're going to look for your services in your area. Out of the top 10 results on Google, they're going to pick Yelp. Once they get to Yelp, out of the 50 competitors that are on that page, they're going to pick you. And then they're going to go through your reviews and they're going to read the very best review. That's your strategy. That's Vegas odds. There is no way I'm going to gamble with my business like that, right?
Right.
So you have to have an active marketing strategy around your social proof so that people see it when they're about to make that buying decision from you. And then you've also got to, learn how to prevent and combat negative reviews, because a negative review can be very, very detrimental to your sales. So you want to prevent them, or you need to combat them is the other option. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. These strategies that I'm going to give you is how do you get more reviews? How do you market your reviews? How do you protect your reputation online? And then how do you get referrals from these new clients that you've brought in? So we'll just jump right into it. So the first strategy is gathering more reviews. It's really important that you get more reviews. So we're going to talk about how to do that. And in fact, I love stats. Here's another great stat for you. 84% of consumers don't or disregard reviews that are more than 3 months old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, that was.
See, you guys, I'm learning something on Training Thursday here.
Yeah, that just came out in a recent study. They showed that, especially with the younger generation, if the reviews are older than 3 months old, they don't even look at them. They don't even care. Because all that, and it makes sense now that you think about it, all that tells me is if you don't have any reviews in the last 90 days, that tells me that 90 days ago you were great, but something changed. And now you're not great because nobody's giving you reviews anymore. So it is something that you have to be, doing all the time. So how do you get more reviews? Let's talk about that. One of the best ways to do it is to email or text your clients and ask them for a review. Now, my preference is to use text because, most text messages are read within 3 minutes of them being sent out. So we all know how many emails we get a day, and we all know what we do with those emails. I can't hit the delete button fast enough.
Completely.
Yeah, so a text message, if you have a text messaging system, that's what you want to use to ask for the review. So you've got to start asking for reviews. And for some people, that's really hard. They don't have a system in place to actually ask, or maybe they feel a little shy about asking for the review. But you need to understand that this is how you grow your business. It has to be an essential part of your marketing, and it should be a part of your process with the client.
Can I actually say something about that right now? Because we're very blunt in my group. If you all are being shy about asking for reviews, you need to get over that shit immediately, right? Because you need them for your business. And also, here's the other thing. Please, please, please consistently provide testimonials and reviews for people that you love, right? Incorporate that into your way of being. I mean, I even do it in restaurants. If I have a server that's exceptional, I will say, I'd like to speak to your manager, which I think normally scares them a little bit at first. But then I will tell their manager, like, I just want to let you know, Sam was exceptional tonight. Like, he was so great. He took such great care of us. We had such a great experience. I just wanted to let you know. Go out of your way to do that for your experiences. And then also, that's just like a universal thing. By the way, I am going to be asking all of you for a review. So it's going to come and I'll model that for you. Okay, keep going. Keep going. I'm not shy about it at all.
No. I love it. I love that you're blunt, because it's me. Like I would like to say to people, and sometimes you just can't because it hurts their feelings. But it's like, look, you either get reviews or get out of business. Because if you got 0 reviews or you got bad reviews, you're out of business. You just don't know it yet.
Yep.
So, and what you just did, I love, because you need to set the expectation too, that you are going to expect a review from them when you do something amazing for them, right? And we actually, one of the things we do with our company is our success coaches teach the businesses that we work with how to set the expectation, how to ask for the review, how to overcome the objections and everything, so that it is really easy and it's not awkward when you're when you're getting that review in the very end of providing the service. The other thing you want to do, here's another tip, is you want to actually set up a page on your website to make it very easy for your clients to give you a review. Because one of the worst things you can do is have a client say to you, oh my gosh, you're absolutely amazing and I love you. And you go, that is so awesome. Would you mind going on Google and giving me a review? And they're like, okay, how do I do that? Okay, it's really, really simple. All you got to do is open up the browser on your computer. You got to type in my company name. You got to look for me. Hopefully it's on the right-hand side there. You got to go through all the stuff, and you'll find this little link that says leave a review. You want to click on that. Oh, if you're not logged into your Google account, remember your password, log back in. Now go back, do it over again. No way. Like, you lost them after like step 2.
And remember, your affluent clients, they don't have time for that. They are happy to leave reviews because they get it. And they're thrilled to do it and thrilled to make that recommendation, but you have to make it super easy for them, like at the touch of their fingertips.
Yes, exactly. So one thing you can do is put a page on your website that actually makes it very easy for them to leave a review. You label it, leave a review, and then you can put links to the different review sites that you're gathering reviews right there. So all they have to do is go to the website, click the link, and they leave a review. Very, very simple. So I suggest everybody does that on their website. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to integrate your reviews into your website. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see people make, is they don't have any social proof on their website. Or the social proof is kind of an afterthought. When in actuality, if we go back to Kevin Harrington, what did he do first? He went out and he gathered all of his social proof ahead of time. Then he makes an infomercial, right? He builds the infomercial around the social proof. It's the same thing with our website. Our social proof should be right there in front of their face, because that's what they're going to believe. No matter how great our copy is on the website, it's not going to be better than a client saying what an amazing job you did.
Yep.
So you want to make sure you integrate it into your website someplace like on the home page, very prevalent, where everybody can see it. Another little fact for you is 80, if you have 20 plus reviews on your website, it can increase your conversion rates by up to 86%.
I love it. I love it.
So almost double.
And Lisa, you're reading my mind right now. I was actually going to ask if, and you probably will get to this, if video reviews or written reviews are better.
Oh my gosh. Video is 1,000,000 times better.
Okay.
Like, there's no comparison.
But then I've seen a lot of people, and I know we do this, we'll translate the video into a written review and also put it in a blurb for people who like to read.
Yes, exactly. So you're going to have different types of people, ones that want to watch video, ones that want to read, and that's exactly what you do. You translate it and you have it in written, but you also have the video there. And the reason why is, why are we doing Facebook Live today versus just like a podcast? Because video is king, and we're able to transfer emotion, through video.
Yes.
And that's what you want your clients to do. And it's like, so I've had clients say to me like, well, yeah, but, sometimes my clients aren't that great on video. It doesn't matter. Like, it's the emotion that gets transferred. Even if they're not, Brad Pitt on video, that's not what people expect, right?
True.
They expect someone like them, and they relate to someone like them. Right? So that's what they want to hear from. So video, yes, is super powerful. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in the presentation.
And also, you guys, if you've got questions, drop them below. My team and I will gather them. And then if they're not answered during the presentation, we'll hang on to them at the end.
Perfect. Okay, excellent. So the other thing you want to do on your website, this is part of strategy too, is you want to create a reviews page on your website. Now, most of you probably have a testimonial page, right? Guess what? One of the least visited pages on a website is a testimonial page. Why? Because most people don't believe that they're real. They think that you just went in there, typed in a bunch of stuff about yourself, made up some fake names, and boom, there you go. Those are your testimonials.
Yep.
So what you want to do is what people do believe and what they're looking for is reviews. So instead of having a testimonials page, have a reviews page called reviews, and then put your reviews on there so that people can check out all your reviews, and they're going to believe them over a testimonial. That's a great place to put those videos too as well. So you want to make that change to your website as well. It's a huge difference as far as how many people will visit that page versus won't visit that page. Now, the next thing is you want strategy number 3 is sharing on the social media sites. And this is really, really important because, we're quickly getting to the point where people are spending more time on social media sites than they are even watching TV. It's where we spend our free time. So if you're not pushing things out through social media, you're missing the boat. You're missing your clients. So you want to be sharing your reviews, not just content, but also your reviews on your Facebook page, your Google My Business page, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those sites. Because consumers are starting to use websites like Facebook as a way to research businesses. So they'll go look, they'll see what you're posting, and they'll see what other people are saying about your business. So you need to make sure that you're filling your social media sites with the social proof that you need. And the other thing you can do, which is really cool, is you can actually tag your client. If you get a review from a client, post it on your Facebook page, you tag them in it, right? And a lot of people don't realize this, but have you ever been scrolling through Facebook, right? And all of a sudden you see a picture and it has like one of your friends in it, but your friend didn't post the picture. Someone else you don't even know posted the picture, right? But they're tagged in the picture so you saw it. Well, you can leverage that same technology by tagging your client in a review they gave you, and now all of a sudden your post is getting in front of all of their friends. So it's a great way to kind of manipulate the Facebook system to get additional exposure by tagging your client in, and it makes them feel good that you posted it on your Facebook page and that you talked about them.
Yep.
So that's there as well. All right. So in fact, we had one of our clients. It was a guy named Dave Sherwood. He owns a home inspection company back east in Pennsylvania. And he was using our system to get reviews, and he got this video review from a client that he'd done a home inspection for. Well, he had posted it on his Facebook page. He tagged her in it. He didn't even realize that she was actually a reporter on one of the news channels. And once he tagged her in it, she then shared it on her page. And all of a sudden, the phone started ringing, and he started getting a ton of new inspection calls for new jobs because he had gone viral. Now, he didn't go like YouTube viral crazy, millions of views, but he went viral in his community because he tagged that client in there, and she had a lot of connections on Facebook. And he started scheduling more and more inspections. So this strategy right here can work really, really well for you. Now, the other thing you can do is boost your reviews on Facebook. And a lot of people don't think about this, but you can take a review that you get, you can create a post on your business page, and then there's a button down there that says Boost Post. And I don't know, Kelly, if you guys have talked about boosting posts before, but I can go into that real quick.
We have not talked about boosting posts.
Okay, awesome. So what I love about this is you posted maybe that video testimonial from one of your clients, or maybe it's just the written review, and then you hit boost post. The cool thing about boosting a post is you can choose what type of people you want to see it. You can choose your budget. So for example, like we had a realtor that did a video review for us talking about how much he loved the SoTellUs system. So I posted that on our Facebook business page. I boosted it, and then I said, okay, I want people who are interested in the Arizona Association of Realtors to see this post. Now, I promise you right now, there is nobody that is interested in the Arizona Association of Realtors that is not a realtor, right? So I know I'm getting into my target market right there. And then I said, okay, I want to spend $20. For $20, they got me in front of 1,300 people that were interested in real estate or were most likely realtors in Arizona. And what were they seeing? They were seeing another realtor talk about how amazing our system was and what it did for his business.
Love it.
$20, right? So that's a great little trick to get your customers talking about you in front of targeted people on Facebook. Okay, so we're going to go to strategy number 4, search engines. You need to get your reviews ranked in the search engines. Like we talked about, 70% of consumers are going to research you online before they'll even pick up the phone. So you need to make sure that on that first page of Google, there's nothing but great stuff about you. So you need to work with the search engines, get reviews in the search engines like Google, like Facebook. You need to have the reviews on your website. That will help your reviews show up in the search engines on the first page better. So working with the search engines to get that additional visibility is really important. And then you want to integrate these reviews in all of your marketing, like we talked about, not just, here or there, but use it in every single part of your marketing. So strategy number 5 is email marketing. And this one is so simple, but most people never think of it. So everybody has, when you're sending out an email, right, you have your signature at the bottom. So what we tell our clients to do is in that little signature, just put a line in there that says, click here to check out our 5-star reviews. And then do a link over to the page on your website where you have your reviews sitting. Now, why do you do that? Well, because how many emails do you send out? I know our company sends out 100,000 emails a month. Right. So that's 100,000 times.
So are you even doing that in your CRM?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Good. See, I hope my team is writing notes down because we are not doing that right now. We need to do that. Okay.
Yeah, so we do it in our CRM so that every email that goes out talks about that they should check out our 5-star reviews. And the reason why is not everybody is going to click on that link, right? But they're going to see that, and subconsciously they're going to say, oh, SoTellUs is a 5-star company, because why would they tell me to go look at their 5-star reviews if they weren't a 5-star company? So whether they click on it or not, their subconscious is telling them that I'm a 5-star company. So you can do that with a text link at the bottom, or the other thing you can do, I like to do, is put an image of actually with 5 stars that says check out our customer reviews. And then they can click on the image and it will take them to the review page on our website. But again, subconsciously, we're reminding them again and again and again that we're a 5-star company, and that's why they work with us, or that's why they want to work with us if they're a prospect.
Right.
So that's a great little trick.
That is a good trick. I did not even think about that one.
All right. So now strategy number 6, print marketing. Not every business out there is doing print marketing, but there are a lot of businesses that do print marketing. And here's what you need to understand. When it comes to print marketing, it's not like the internet. I can't put up 1 million pages on my website. I can't put up post after post after post on Facebook. I have a finite amount of space, and every square inch on that print marketing is absolutely important, and I have to maximize how it will help me convert new sales. And one of the best ways to convert new sales is with social proof. So no coupon, flyer, door hanger, nothing should go out the door without social proof being on there. So you could take your very best written review that you have from a customer, you could put that on every single flyer that goes out the door, get a picture of them, put that on there as well, and now you have social proof. Or we can take that little mind Jedi trick that I just talked about. Obviously, you're going to put your website, right, on any document or any piece of marketing material that you're going to send out the door. Well, instead of just putting your website there, why not put on there, check out our 5-star reviews at the website address? So again, now subconsciously you're telling them, oh, well, we're a 5-star company, so you still have your website address there. It only took a small little bit of space more to talk about your 5-star reviews, and boom, now you've got social proof on that marketing piece.
I love it.
Yeah, so that one's really important when it comes to the print marketing. And the final strategy that I want to talk about today is presentations. And this is really, really important. And I've had some businesses that say, well, we don't use presentations. And not every business does. Right. But you would be surprised how presentations can help with sales. Like I had a chiropractor that I was talking with, and he goes, I don't do presentations. And I said, well, if I would suggest you do a presentation, you're bringing a patient in, you're talking to them, why not have a presentation set up that you already know, it, and we've got it all set up so that it's going to convert, right? And in that presentation, we put in reviews of what their client said about them. So when they talked about their services, okay, well, here's what we do, and we offer this service, and we can help with headaches. And then boom, they had a video of one of their clients saying, oh my gosh, I had such debilitating headaches that I couldn't even go to work anymore. And then I started coming to Dr. Funk, and within just a few weeks, my headaches were, much less, and I got them less frequent, and it's absolutely amazing. If that person has headaches sitting in that room, they're sold. Right. So doing a presentation, if you don't do presentations, you should seriously think about how you can integrate presentations into your sales process, but then also integrate your reviews into those presentations so that people can see what your customers are saying. And again, this is where video is the most powerful, because them watching a video makes all the difference. And I had a couple of clients that said, well, isn't that kind of awkward being like, hey, let's watch this video together? And I'm like, it may be awkward, but it's going to make your sales go through the roof, so I don't care. I'd much rather be awkward with money in my pocket than feeling comfortable broke.
Right.
So
I love that. That's a writer downer.
Yeah. So, and again, you'll get more and more comfortable with it. It's not awkward, because really when you look at it, you're trying to help this person make the right decision, which is utilize your services. And you have a responsibility and an obligation to do everything you can to help them do that. And so showing them your customers' experiences will do that. All right. So the other thing you can do is leave them with a link to your reviews so that they can see them at their leisure. So if you have any material that they're maybe leaving your office, give them something that says, hey, go check out our reviews on this site, so that they can go back and at their leisure, they can check out your different reviews from your clients. Because again, the whole
you can
point
even
is,
do like a quick business, like a Vistaprint card that,
yes,
you know, that has like 5 stars. It's like, check out our reviews, leave a 5-star review.
Yes, exactly. And you just hand it to them as they go out, as they go. And that way they have something they're taking home with them. And now they can go back and check out your reviews at their leisure. And most likely, if you got a ton of great reviews on there, they're going to find somebody that they relate to, which is going to make them, purchase from you. Because again, we all know buying something it's not a logical decision. It's an emotional decision. It's an emotional decision they make, and then they try to logically justify why they're going to buy it, right? So the best way to transfer that emotion is by having someone that they relate to, or someone who has a similar experience as them, sharing their experience, and then boom, they go, I want that. That's who I want to be.
I love it. And and I will also tell you, I have gotten clients from leaving other people's reviews, because I'm talking a little bit, and then what they're doing is they're of course sharing that information. So now they're putting out my picture, my words, a little bit about what I do, my website. They're putting that out into the marketplace. They're promoting me as much as I'm promoting them.
Yes, exactly. And that's a whole nother marketing strategy that I wasn't going to get into, but I love that you brought it up.
Yep.
Because you can utilize reviews as a way of marketing.
Yep.
For your business. So that's awesome. So again, basically to recap the 7 strategies we just went over. So the first strategy was how to get more reviews. And we talked about doing that. Well, first you got to ask for them, set the expectation for it, and then give them an easy way to do it. Next was the changes on your website. Strategy 2 is your website, making sure that your reviews are prominent on there and that you make sure that you're directing people to it. 3 is the social media, so making sure that you're putting your reviews in your social media, using them constantly there. 4 is getting them ranked in the search engines as well, so that when people search you, that's what they're going to find. 5 is the email marketing trick. 6 is the print marketing, so making sure you use it in the print marketing. And then 7 is the presentations. So that's kind of a recap of the strategies that I wanted to talk about today, as far as now I want to talk about like how we can put those into a complete marketing package, if you will.
Yes.
So, and I know we don't have a ton of time, so I'm going to try to go fast through some of this, but we like I said, we've been working with businesses for about 20 years now, and we've created what we call the success formula. And this is basically, it's a formula that we use every single time when we do a marketing for one of our clients to make sure that the campaign is going to be successful. And the formula basically starts with social proof and reviews first. So that's the very first thing we look at when we look at a business is what reviews do they have, what social proof do they have, and how can we leverage that in their marketing. If they don't have any, then we've got to help them get some right off the bat, because we don't want to do any marketing without social proof. The next thing we do is we look at social media marketing. So where can we market them through the social media sites to get in front of their potential customers? And so we work on that. The next thing, and this one's really, really key because people forget this, is reputation management. Because I don't care if you have, the best marketing campaign in the world and you give me $100,000 to spend on Facebook ads. If someone goes to Google and looks your product or service up and there is nothing but bad things on that first page of Google, nobody's going to buy. We might as well just take the money and light it on fire.
Right.
So Your reputation matters. And so you've got to make sure that you're managing that reputation so that your marketing dollars will actually work. And then the next one is search engine optimization. So that's making sure that the positive stuff is on the first page of Google, not the negative stuff. And then finally, the last piece is referral marketing, which is how do we take this one new customer and turn them into 10 new customers? Because they're so happy with our service that they give us a review and then they give us referrals. And we grow exponentially through that channel. And that's what we call the success formula. So what we did is, and one of the reasons why I wanted to come on here and share with you is we built a system called SoTellUs. And at this point, first I just want to make the preface of everything I've talked about, the 7 strategies, you can use those 100%. You can implement those in your business today, and you will be more successful. And that's why I teach that, because I want everybody to get some value out of what we're talking about today.
Yep.
This next part is I want to share with you a way that you could actually do everything we've just talked about, but do it in an automated way that takes like 30 seconds. So you can do it manually.
Please
do.
Very successful. You guys, I have just started implementing their service. I'll actually leave, if you guys want to leave us a review, which I would love for you to leave us a review, and can I say, I want to say one thing about this too. If you are a client and you've worked with us, you can leave a review. If you're getting value out of this the Training Thursdays, the Circle, the Marketing to Millionaires Intensive, if any of that kind of information is powerful, right? So I'm going to actually put this below right now, so that you can see our page, and please do leave us a review. I would love it. Where your feedback is obviously very valuable.
Awesome. Perfect. So definitely, I want you guys to do that because Kelly does an amazing job and she provides tons of great content. So it should be very easy for you to leave a review for her. So now let's talk about how you can do all of what we talked about, but let's do it in like 30 seconds, right? So we built a system called SoTellUs. And what SoTellUs is it helps you capture video, audio, and written reviews from your clients in less than 30 seconds. So it starts out with an app that goes on your phone. So literally you just have an app that's right here on your phone. And if you're with your clients face to face, and one of them says, "Oh my gosh, Kelly, you're absolutely amazing and you've totally changed my business," you go, "Oh, thank you so much for saying that. Would you mind if we just took 30 seconds and I captured you saying that one more time? It would really help me help other people with my business." And they go, "Well, yeah, of course," right? Because they just said it. So you literally pull it out, you turn the app on your phone, and then they can choose to do video, audio, or written review. All they do is they put in their first name, their last name, their mobile phone number. They give you a star rating, and then let's say they're doing video, they hit record. And they just record themselves saying the very same thing. Then when they're done recording the video, it shows all the legal jargon that gives you, the business owner, the right to use it in all of your marketing, and they hit submit. It instantly uploads that review off of your phone into our system. And then it's really cool what happens after that. You're done at that point. Like, that's it. The business owner is done, or your employees, if you're having employees do it, they're done. They just walk away, put the phone in their pocket and walk away. And then our system does all of the marketing for you. So now you may say to yourself, well, there you go right there. You may say, well, I'm not in front of my clients. Maybe you have clients all around the world, right? That's okay. You can actually send them an invite via text message or email, and within 2 seconds, they'll receive that invite, and they can do a review for you from their phone. They don't have to download the app. They don't have to create a profile or an account like they do on Google or anything like that. They literally just click the link. They choose what type of review they want to do. Let's say video again. So they click video, and they give you a star rating. They record themselves. They hit submit, instantly uploads the video off of their phone into our system, and the review is captured and created. Now, what we do from that point forward is we give you a widget that goes on your website, and I think, Kelly, you just sent them a link to your website, where all of your 4- and 5-star reviews instantly show up. So all your 4- and 5-star reviews are instantly going to show up there, and people can just scroll through them. They can watch them, listen to them, read them, and your social proof is right on the website. The next thing we do is we take your 4- and 5-star reviews and we share them to your social media sites for you automatically. So they become a part of that social media marketing that we were talking about. Then the next thing we do after that is we actually take every single one of those reviews, we optimize them, we submit them to the search engine so that they can actually rank on the first page of Google. So that when someone goes and looks up your business, they'll find your SoTellUs reviews right there on the first page of Google. They have stars just like Google reviews do, Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews, because we are an actual review system that's recognized by Google. But the great thing about it is odds are when they click on it, instead of just reading a review, they're going to be watching a video of one of your clients talking about you. So that's where we help you from an SEO perspective. Another great thing about us is because Google recognizes us, a lot of times now if you look up your business on Google, you'll see you have a Google My Business section on the right-hand side, usually in the browser. And that's where your Google reviews are and your business information is. So a lot of times our SoTellUs reviews will actually get pulled into a section of that, which is called Reviews from the Web. So now you have your Google reviews, you'll have your SoTellUs reviews showing up in there as well. So people are seeing all these different review sites talking about how amazing you are. And then Google recently released a product called a Google My Business post, which is basically, as a business owner, you can go into your Google My Business and you can do a post. And it'll stay up for 7 days, and then Google takes it down. Well, the reason why they take it down is they're trying to get you to actively, be participating in the program, right? Posting new content. So what we did is we are a partner with Google, and we're the only company in the world that has done an automation with them where what we do is every 7 days, we take one of your top 5-star reviews, we create a beautiful post, we post it in there for you. And then in 7 days when Google takes it down, we automatically create and post a new one for you. And then we track how many people are how many people are checking out that review, watching it, listening to it, and we report that back to you. So it's a beautiful spot on the search page of Google where you have this great big review standing out, and it stands out even more than like the Google reviews do. So, and we track all the results off of it. So it gives you the ability to control what people are seeing on that first page of Google, which is going to help with that buying decision again. I don't know if you have any questions on that.
I do not have any questions on that, but I do have a link for you guys. So if you do want to do this, I have a special link for you. And when you sign up through me, I'm going to give you a special little behind the scenes training and checklist of how we utilize this, as well as my own personal script that I use to ask for reviews.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
All right.
So
Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, we will give that to you guys.
Perfect. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, SoTellUs reviews sound really, really cool, but my business needs Google reviews or I need Facebook reviews. Our system will do that for you. So when you send that invite out to a customer and they say, oh, yeah, I'm going to give you a 5-star. You were absolutely amazing. And they choose to do a written review. You get to choose where we ask them to leave that review. So it'll say Google, Facebook, SoTellUs, whatever you want. And when they click on that, it's going to drop them right into where they would leave a Google review for you. So we can help you capture Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Yelp reviews, any review from any review site. We can help you capture it, but we can also help you capture video reviews on top of that, which no one else in the world can do. We're the only video review system in the world. In fact, we had one of our clients, Dr. Funk. He's a chiropractor in Roseville, California. He captured in his first week of using SoTellUs. So he was in business for 7 years. He had 2 Google reviews in 7 years. He started using our system. Within 1 week, he captured 40 SoTellUs reviews, 30 Google reviews, 17 Facebook reviews. So 87 reviews in 1 week using the system. Now he's at over 500 reviews total between Facebook, Google, all using the system. So his social proof is insane right now, and none of his competitors can touch him because he has these awesome videos of all of his clients talking about how great he is. Plus he has a plethora of Google reviews sitting there as well, and Facebook. So he's everywhere. Everywhere you look, he's doing an absolutely amazing job. And that's, again, just part of what the system does. So again, we're running out of time, so I want to just hit the last little piece, which is the referral side of this package. The referral part is really, really important because we all want more referrals, right? But here's the thing. 83% of consumers are willing to refer after a positive experience, yet only 29 actually do it. Why do you think that is? Well, one is because we don't ask, right?
True.
We never ask for the referral. Or number 2 is we don't make it easy for them to give us a referral, right? My carpet cleaner came, he cleaned my carpet, and at the end he said, hey, Troy, is there anybody you know that needs their carpets cleaned? My answer was no. Because I just don't, I'm sure somebody I know needs their carpets cleaned, but I don't know which one it is, right? So it's a really hard question for me to answer. So what we did with SoTellUs is we flipped that process on its head, And now when a customer gives you a review, when they finish their review, we're going to send them a text message asking them to confirm that they did the review. It's just a little link that they receive. They click that. They're confirming that they did the review. It's also giving you the right to use it in your marketing. But what it does is it opens up the browser on their phone with a statement that says, thank you so much for your review. Here's a special offer you can share with your friends and family on Facebook. You decide what the offer is. But when they click that button to share it on Facebook, it takes their review, combines it with your special offer, posts it on their Facebook page in front of all of their friends and family, and any one of them can claim your services by clicking on that post.
So let me ask you a question. So when, because I had different circumstances when I signed up with you guys. Like I was hanging out with your brother and your dad on a cruise, you know, so I just had a little bit of a different circumstances. You'd mentioned your success coaches. Is this part of the pack? Like, do they help people get set up or?
Yes. So the success coaches are there to help you all the way through it. So they do a training call with you and they help you set everything up in your account, and they help you like set up your special offer, everything. They'll actually train you how to use the app. They'll train you how to, ask for reviews, how to overcome objections. They'll even do training calls with your staff. So if your staff are going to be out capturing reviews from your clients, they'll do individual training calls with your staff. And as you bring on new staff, they'll train that staff too. So they're always there for you.
I did not know. Team, we're going to get on this. We're calling it. I'm private messaging you after this. We're going to do this.
Yes, the success coaches are amazing, and they really know how to help businesses grow. So they're more than just like how to use our system. It's how do you actually utilize these in your marketing.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, we've had some tremendous success. So you can see the difference. If my carpet cleaner had said to me, hey, Troy, if you just click this button, it'll share a special offer with all your friends and family on Facebook, and anyone who needs their carpets cleaned will get a discount because they know you. Why wouldn't I click that button, right?
Right.
And now he got in front of everybody I know instead of asking me to try and think of one person I know.
Right.
So it completely changes referrals. It turns it on its head, and it makes it very, very powerful to get multiple. And we've had like client after client just get tons. We had one of our chiropractors who made $20,000 in just 30 days off of referrals. We had another orthodontist, Dr. Guess, and he made $30,000 in just 5 weeks. Off of just the referral side of it. So the referral part of it is a really, really powerful piece. And now the client's happy with you, so the odds of them giving you a referral is very good because you just captured a review from them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that's pretty much the SoTellUs system in a nutshell.
Okay, excellent. So you guys, I dropped 2 things below. Number 1, and then we're going to jump to questions. Are we ready for questions?
Yes, we are ready for questions.
Okay, so 2 things. I dropped our link. If you want to get this, I'll get a report of everyone who signs up with that, and then we will give you our little bonus package next week, just so you know. Just because I'm going to put it together because I just thought of it right now that I was going to do that for you guys. But I'll give you some of our examples too, because we also take these reviews, we do repurpose them, and then I'll even share with you how we put them in a constant rotation in our social media system, because we use a social media system that allows us to consistently post. We know now that it takes 16 touches for someone to make a buying decision, which it just keeps going up and up and up. And so you should have reviews being recycled on a constant basis going throughout your social media channels, like especially in stories, in Instagram and Facebook, on LinkedIn, all over the place. You want to definitely have that stuff going for you. All right, so it looks like my Facebook froze. I just want to make sure we're not frozen on Facebook. I don't think we are, but okay. So questions. We've got questions from people. Team, can you put the questions in my Skype so I can ask? All right, let's see here. Got questions. Miles Burdash, one of our clients, he's in our Profit-preneur Business Incubator. He says, what about new businesses that only have a few reviews? Do you bring attention to that, or does 2 or 3 reviews look bad?
Oh, that's a really good question. So if it's a brand new business, you can kind of get away with it for maybe a little bit. You can say, oh, yeah, we just started. But in actuality, yeah, 2 or 3 reviews, you really need to be getting more reviews than that. Like you want to have 30, 40, 50. I mean, we have clients that have thousands of reviews, and I'm not saying that you need thousands of reviews, but you definitely need enough people talking about you that you're they're going to, build the trust that you need. And the great thing about video is you don't need a ton of video. Like we did a marketing campaign where we took just 3 video reviews from clients talking about a product that a business had. We launched it and generated over like $500,000 in recurring revenue and sales in like 6 months with just 3 videos from 3 clients. So videos are way more powerful, and you can get a lot more out of them because of that. But you definitely want to start building up your reviews, because when people see only a couple of reviews, they are going to be skeptical, and you're going to have to overcome that and try to build trust.
I love it. I love it. Lynn McCray says, how do you date timestamp the review?
Okay, so what we do is we date and timestamp it by the minute that it comes in to the system. So, and then the way they show up in the widgets is they're showed up based, chronologically. So newest review first, but we also give you the ability in your widget that goes on the website and everything to feature your 5 favorite reviews. So you can take your 5 favorite ones and move them to the top. So that's the first thing people see. And then it goes chronological after that. And the one thing I didn't even mention is because we are partners with Google, Facebook, and Yelp, we'll actually grab your top Google, Facebook, and Yelp reviews, and we'll pull those into the widget as well. So you'll actually have 4 review systems all in one place on your website saying how amazing you are.
Okay, I love it. I love it. All right, Lisa Monet says, I have a very busy CEO. I'm waiting for a review now. I sent a great email to her 2 days ago. Any tips?
All right, so yes, one of the best ways to get someone to move forward and do a review is to reach out to them, and to reach out to them personally. Like give them a phone call and then, talk to them a little bit, see how they're doing, and then remind them about doing that review. I can't tell you how many times I've had that where someone's like, oh my gosh, I want to do a review for you. I send them a link to do it. They don't do it. I give them a call on the phone a day or 2 later, and I'm like, hey, just want to check in, see how you're doing. How are things going? Oh, it's great. Oh, by the way, I wanted to make sure you got that link. You're going to give me that review. And they're like, oh yeah. I'll get that done right away for you. So, giving them a friendly reminder is a good way to do it. And then again, making it easy for them to do it as well. So if it's not easy, then you're gonna have a hard time getting that review.
And here's my personal belief. I believe, and this is from back when I actually was in coaching school, that it's so funny. Human contact. OMG! Why didn't I think of that? Thank you. I love it. Back when I was in coaching school, one of the things, and I don't know if you guys know this, but previous to this career, I was a publicist. And I will tell you, I never would have gotten the stories that if I thought, oh, I'm gonna bug them. No. People are naturally creative, resourceful, and whole. And I absolutely make the assumption that when someone tells me, yes, I want to give you a review, or yes, I'm willing to give you a review, that if they've not done it, it's not because they don't want to and they're liar, pants on fire. It's because they're busy, and honestly, it's not their greatest priority to give you a review, right? So how I help them bump that priority is that I keep reminding them until they either give it to me or they tell me to F off, is basically how it goes, right? So because otherwise I would never get anywhere. I never would have gotten my stories published. You have to remind people constantly, right?
Yes.
Because again, they've got lives outside of you. And I think what happens is people start to take it personally, and then they're like, well, they don't want to, and I'm going to bug them. It's like, no, because if they didn't want to, they have this thing called a mouth, and they could have said no. Right?
Yes. And I'll give you a perfect story to go right along with that. I had one of my clients call me up on the phone, and he was like, hey, Troy, I just did my taxes, and I want to let you know that you literally doubled my revenue over the last 12 months. He goes, the only thing I did difference between last year and this year was I used your system, and I made twice as much money. And he's like, I just want to thank you for what you did. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I go, guess what? You're going to receive in about 2 seconds a link on your phone so that you can click that link and you can say that again and give me a video review. And he goes, oh, okay. And I said, okay, great. I'm going to be waiting because I'll see as soon as it comes in. I'm going to get an email. It'll notify me as soon as you finish that review. So I'll be watching for that email. Get off the phone. About 5 minutes later, I get this email from this guy, right? And the video was amazing. He literally on this video is like sharing the same story, but he's like, I just want to thank Troy and his company. He goes, because they gave me my first $10,000 fan. And what it was is he had $10,000 in cash and $100 bills. And he was like fanning himself. He's like, this is how much more money I make every single month because I use their system. And I called him up immediately afterwards. And I'm like, dude, like, Kyle, what? You just had $10,000 laying around in your house? And he goes, no. He goes, I literally pulled $10,000 out of the bank 2 months ago because I wanted to make a video for you guys, you know, to say thank you for what you did. And I just keep forgetting to do it. He goes, but when you on the spot on the phone said, hey, a link is arriving on your phone right now to do this, I was committed and I did it. And, you know, so there's the perfect situation. This guy wanted to do it for months, pulled money out of his bank so he could do this fun little thing.
I love it.
But didn't do it, right? Until I just really kind of pushed and gave him the ability to do it in less than 30 seconds.
I love it. I love it. And then last quick question, because we've only got get reviews from people who haven't paid for your services but still got results. Is that an idea?
Absolutely. So if you're a new business and you're just starting out, I always tell people, like, you should get reviews from anyone that you've done business with. Maybe it's not with your business. It could be character reviews where they talk about what a great person you are and how you always help people out. So it doesn't matter. You just need people talking about how good you are.
Yes.
You know, and if you have to give your services away for free, you know, to get people that will do reviews for you, do it.
You guys, this is one of the things, like when I wrote my first book, I did this, you know, I gave my book to a bunch of people and said, will you please write a review of the book? When I first did my very, very first digital products, I did the exact same thing. You could do a complimentary training call like, you know, like this, or like the ones we do typically in here in, you know, on Training Thursdays. And you could do a complimentary training call and have people provide reviews about the value that they gained during their training call. So get creative, right? Get creative in ways that you can get some social proof in. And then, like he said, you want to put those everywhere. One of my good friends, and so I've consulted on her business, Amanda Trust, she owns the Faster Way to Fat Loss. One of her core strategies of how she built that company to a $30 million plus company in 3 years with $100 million valuation, social proof. If you look through her and follow her on social media, which I recommend you do, you will notice that every single day, multiple times a day, you're going to be clicking, and it's just testimonial after testimonial after testimonial after before and after shot after. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's the whole name of the game. So we want, and then also you guys can start sharing here in the circle to help each other. You know, you can start sharing here in the circle, you know, or connecting with each other offline, and make that a goal, right? This week or by the end of next week, review 10 people, ask people for reviews, let them see some of your stuff, let them actually, you know, and so that they can write real reviews.
Absolutely. I
love it. Thank you so much for being on, Troy. I'm so excited. I actually did not even realize that the success coaching was so incorporated. So we're going to definitely call your office. I hope this was good for you guys. Don't forget to mark your calendar for September 11th for the next Marketing to Millionaires Intensive. We are going to be seeking out reviews from you, and then you're going to watch how we're going to utilize those reviews, because so many of you have already gotten clients from our free intensive, let alone those of you who have joined our program, the Profitology Business Incubator, and we are going to be collecting those reviews, and we will be spreading them out across all of our social media channels in our marketing. So if you want exposure, let us know what you think. Leave us a review on SoTellUs. And if you need anything or you need any support, please go ahead and you can reach out to Troy. He's here in the circle. You can reach out to the Innovate Concierge, and we would be happy to help you. Thank you so much, Troy. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.